Washington, it's Husky Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, the biggest message to his team in the locker room is communicate and execute. In this situation, they're trying to separate themselves in the conference race. The Big Ten is so loaded, but on the road, it is going to be tough in this hostile environment. Over-communication at the line of scrimmage and executing every play, particularly on this opening script, that is their focus here after kickoff. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Williams. Here's a heat. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Swings it out to his running back, and they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Third down from the gun, Williams. Throwing right. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
The Huskies line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's Williams to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Underwood. Got it. Still running at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Just feeds the running back. Could be an alley. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Here comes the heat. He's got the back in the middle. He gets it to the 34-yard line. An excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Here's Underwood to throw. They'll run the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The lone back's got it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Throwing, Underwood. Got his man on the right. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Touchdown, Wolverines! The offense cashing it in on that drive. want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup, so which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback making adjustments. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ends today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
They'll test the right side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll take it himself. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Underwood on the play action. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Underwood to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 72 yards, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And line, no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Williams. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Quick completion on the out route. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one.
He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
And the Huskies, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be changing the route. Williams to throw for it on fourth. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Underwood. He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. pressure. Unleashes it on the run. Reels it in down the left side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 21 team, the Army Black Knights. And it's the Yellow Jackets coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They win their 2nd straight game, and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their 1st sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments. Turning it on! He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Washington right back to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their 1st pick of the game.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Marshall. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Michigan! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Williams rushes on him, gets it to him on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Williams will pass. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the right. He's got it. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Washington wants to go quickly.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Williams to the air again. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Here's Williams to throw. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. The offense changing the play. Williams looking for a man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. Gets it. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And send the tight end in motion. Williams buys a little time with his feet. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Making side adjustments here. Williams. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams will pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Throwing, Williams. Under fire. And down he goes.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Williams from the gun on third down. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Williams to throw. Bringing the heat. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Husky. Put 6 on the board. The AT unit on the field. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. At the 30. Past the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Williams. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. It's Williams again. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Makes a connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Right on the money.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Williams, here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He might want another play. Williams will pass. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Husky. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give as they work on that clock. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And the route is on. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throwing, Williams. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Pocket breaking down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Might be calling a hot route. Third down from the gun, Williams. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line.
Michigan offense will take over. First and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. The running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.